Hello, and welcome back to our lessons of Microsoft PowerPoint. This is going to be animations part 2. In part 1, we discussed putting animations on our slide to enhance them and make them have a better appeal for our audience. We went over here and we talked about, we put in some of these movement right here. What I want to discuss right now is I want to go over some of the other features in animations. I'm going to go to this slide right here, my slide in number 3 in slide deck 4. What I want to do is I want to highlight the my little vase here, and then we want to do an animated effect. So let's just split. Just have it come in. Now then I want to add an animation. And add animation, what I want to do, we have two things here. One, I want to show you first. Let me go back. Show you first here. We talked here before about motion paths. The motion paths are your animated object moving in the direction of a path of a motion. We mentioned before that if I just do right here, it'll replace the split that I have initially done. So I want to do an extra one. I want to add an animation. So add animation, then scroll down to where I had a path. And let's do a circle. So now you can see it has a circle. So now I have two numbers, the one and the number 2. The one is the swipe. Let's go to the view so we can see. We have a swipe, and then we have the circle. And so that's real quick on how you do a motion. We mentioned before, and I've probably mentioned this more than once, we don't want to overkill our presentation with a lot of animation. So be mindful of your targeted audience and what it is that you're trying to achieve in your presentation. On slide deck 4, we have a lot more going on in slide deck 4. We did the purpose. We did our purpose. Matter of fact, let me put it on a slideshow so we can see what we've done. Okay, we've done our purpose, where we had to come in. Then we had a teeter. Then we did our bullets by bullet. Each time I click on the mouse or hit the forward, then my bullets come up. And what I want to share on this one, escape and come out of it. We want to share here, go back, is I want to show you on, you go to the effects. Now we addressed effects a little bit before. On the effects, I can have it either float up coming from the bottom or float down coming from the top. Or I can have it done by object all at once or by paragraph. In addition to your effect options, your little drop down arrow gives you more options. In your drop down action, you have effects where you can add sound. And this can be a little bit overkill too if you put sound on everything. So we're trying to put a whole lot of sound. Like I say, know the audience in which you present your presentation to. Your after animations will give you a don't dim. If you click the drop down arrow on the don't dim, you'll see now you don't get a dim. Basically what you do is you get a color of what you want your background to look like. And what this is going to do is going to dim your wording. So I try to keep the dim to the same color as my background. So for this one, I'll probably need more colors. And I do more colors real quick. Now I try to match the background. I'm trying to take too long doing this. Let's stick with it here. Go okay. Now, also you have, I'll come back to what it is that we've done with that adjustment right there. Okay, animated text, you do text by word, all at once, or by letter. For the size of these bullets, by letter would be kind of lengthy. So we'll keep it, and by word will be every word, but I'd rather do it all at once by the paragraph. Your timing, let's do this real quick so we can see what we've done. Go okay. Go view. View. Now notice that when we click the letters they fade out, so you can basically your emphasis is on what's in black, and then you fade out, loses this emphasis, as you can see here. And then you can change your fade out to whatever color you prefer. Like I said, I try to keep the same color of the background. We go back here to our effect options, drop down arrow. Now the timing you have the timing here, basically the same timing that you have over here under your timing ribbon. You can start on a time. You can select when you want to start a time on the click of the mouse. What we do with previous and after previous. We discussed these earlier. You can do a delay for however many seconds you want. And then you can do how long you want it to display. 1 second, 2 seconds, however many seconds you want to display. And then you can repeat it or you can do a rewind. Let's go with text animation. Now, text animation here. Now, depending on your object, these will come up different. Over here, we have my first paragraph. If I click my drop down arrow here, you see where I have more options. I can have it come in all at once, or I can have it come in paragraphs. I can have it come in by levels. And just get levels first, second, third. And these bullets over here, you see we have first, second, and third level bullets. So you can have it come in by level of bullets, or you can just have it come in all at once. And we want to keep it here. I want to keep it here, so we just cancel. Now, another thing that I want to share is your animation pane. Up here, we talked about adding animation in the animation pane. I think this is kind of important because you click on your animation pane, and what that does is everything that you have, every object that you have in your animation is listed here in your animation pane. In your animation pane, if you see the numbers, you can actually adjust or move up or down the numbers of whatever it is that you want. Over here, where we have the title, we have the entrance. We talk about entrance. If you look over here, you have your green is entrance, your yellow is emphasis, and your red is exit. So whatever you have over here will reflect that. So all these are basically entrance because we didn't do any exits and we didn't do any other animations. Here you can move if you want. You can move it up or down. So if I want 1 or 2, let's do a quick example. I want to put 2 down. So now I just changed these around. So I'll do a view real quick. Let's do a preview. And you see it teetered first and then it appeared. So let's take that back. Stop. Here, and we go back. We undo it. Put it back the way it was. Okay. Now, so these are primarily the things I want to share with you in reference to PowerPoint. There's a lot of different things that you can do with these. So we ask that as you practice, that you play around with it, and that you find things, and always remember your audience and who you're sending it to, so that they can be attentive, and so you can captivate your audience and not overkill them with too much stuff, because it is easy to be done. This is what we have for now, and thank you for joining us, and we ask that you continue to be blessed of God. And until the next one, God bless you.